What's going on, everybody? I just want to give you guys a real quick update. You already know I voted today. I got out and got to vote. I just want to tell you guys to be safe out there. A lot of hatred right now in this world, and I want you guys to protect yourselves, protect your families. The best thing to do is, I was thinking about it. Every time that I came across a racist person or like some prejudice had to do with my race, had to do with how I looked, had to do with something across those lines, it always instantly triggered anger. Then I think about my kids and how I cannot react. So that's just what I do, is I just don't react, and I just act like I didn't hear it. I didn't hear nothing. And it's really hard to say that. But then again, there was a few times that when I did come across a racist person and my kids were there, I also didn't want them to remember the moment as we just walked away. When there's a time where you have to stand up for yourself, do it. Because there was a time like that where I had to stand up for myself, and I was getting tested to the fullest because I was in Oklahoma City and we were going to a church to go eat, and the man that was parked beside us thought, I'm just gonna throw some shit at this car and I'm gonna cuss this woman out. But I didn't let that happen because my kids were right there and they were well aware of what was going on. So then I got out the car and I said, you want to do something? And I had to go. I was just looking around because in my car I didn't have anything. I didn't have no kind of protection or anything like that. So I just looked around. I seen right there on the ground was a board. It was a 4x4. So I picked it up and he was threatening to break my window. So I picked it up and I put it towards his front windshield. And I said, you really want to go there with my kids in that vehicle? You want to threaten to break my windows? And I had the board aiming for his front windshield. Right then and there, his wife jumped out the car. She apologized. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He just sat there cussing around. I said, do it. Do it. Come on, get out and break my windows and let's see what happens. But then he didn't do anything. They apologized and they left. At that moment, and from even today, my kids remember that. And I want them to remember that, not in a traumatized way, but I want them to remember that as in stand up for yourself. Don't back down. You know something is wrong and you know the right and you know that you're in the right, then you need to stand up for yourself. Don't just take it. But there's other times where I see the people, they're being petty and they're being super racist, and most of the time these people are outers. So then that's when I kind of just let it slide. But there's a few times where I didn't let it slide, and these people were well aware of what they were doing, and that's the times that I had to stand up for myself. So I'm saying be safe when you go out today, because this whole this whole what was the word I was gonna think of to say? But voting, this whole campaign, there you go. This whole campaign is out of control. It is getting real petty. It is getting real racist. And all of these guys and all of these women are thinking that they can just come out and be mean and be as hillbilly as they want to be and wear their red hats and wear their red Trump shirts or their black Trump shirts and want to be like this. But really, when I been watching the videos today and what I've seen, I'm just thinking, I grew up in the city, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of kids that were kind of like bullies back in the day, and they were poor kids. They were poor little white kids, and the Mexicans and the black kids, like, nobody liked them because they were just like these hillbilly trailer park kids. And that's what these Trump supporters remind me of. They remind me of them kids. And in a way, I'm not angry with them. In a way, I feel sorry for them because they just remind me of those little trailer park kids that nobody cares about them, that even the kids at school don't like them, and they grow up to be this. They grow up to be Trump supporters because they don't have no leader. And they think Trump is a leader when Trump, he's not a leader. I feel like if you want to be and have some type of real leadership, you need to look back at your ancestors. And it's sad to say that some of these white people, they don't know who their grandpas are. They don't know who their great grandpas are. They don't have roots to where they can be a proud people. Because these Americans, they came here, they took our land, they brought slaves here. And mind you, I learned something new about the slaves. And it's that the slaves weren't stolen from their homelands. They weren't stolen from there. Their ancestors sold them to the Europeans. They sold them and then they brought them here. So actually these people were already from the get-go, they were already disowned by their own people. They were disowned by their own families for money. Everything, at the end of the day, everything and everybody comes down to money. And it's sad. This whole campaign, at the end of the day, I feel like it's all just about money and all about greed and all about hatred and race. And I feel like it shouldn't be like that. So anyways, I'm saying you guys be careful out there, be safe, and that's just my quick update on to let you guys know that I did vote today. I did went out and vote, and I explained to my kids on everything that is on everything that is going on and how this whole campaign is being run and how it's mostly about greed and it's mostly about hatred and it's more of a history lesson than anything for everybody. So I hope you guys are doing good out there, and I hope you're being safe, wearing your masks, and I hope you don't think that you can't get COVID and you're still going out to eat and you're still going to bars and making it seem like it's all easy and everything is all good, because it's not. Right now we are in the highest peak here in South Dakota. So please be safe out there, right? Doksha.